Soon as
really quick,
everyone
so
is
it stays out of
ready,
my
we
fucking
may
face.
begin.
Moves to at mentions only also, because fuck that
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah, this couch cushion is way more comfortable than I thought
Is
it would be.
everyone and everything ready?
I'm in the zone. I'm ready.
I'm Gucci.
I'll do my best.
All right. I have a recap prepared. However, for a DM inspiration, can anyone give me a recap?
I got this. So, last time, you know.
Have you
Last
been
time on
watching the
Dragon Ball
videos,
Z.
Ben? he did his fucking homework. He prepped for this session.
Cody. That's the face of the man who forgot to write the notes down for the test.
You don't even
Wait, are there faces I can see somewhere?
look.
I
I
know-
can tell.
Yeah,
you
if you
what
allow
my last-
voice and video in roll 20.
Oh shit!
I
How do I
can
do that?
I can tell you what my last pinpointed notes say. This says Crooked Moon, Garrow, Garamond Madoon, which is probably misspelled, Head of Miners Guild, members gone missing, West Bramblewood gone missing, 200 gold pieces, Twisted Root.
There we
And
go.
from those notes, I can probably tell you what happened.
What do my notes say? My last.
Here's fun. At some point I wrote Baldus Brimblepin.
Bring us all back up to speed.
I know we were in Westrun. We went shopping.
I got a thing, and I said it was a thing for a sandwich. A recipe for a sandwich.
I like your
So-
headphones.
Thank you.
To bring you all back up to speed, after spending some time in Indy's hometown, you guys kind of became aware of a situation in the surrounding area. Normally it kept at bay. I'm trying to remember what these motherfuckers were called, because now I'm blanking.
Wow, unprepared much.
The Miners
telling
Guild
you.
guys?
Well, my
I
money.
mean,
No.
if it helps, at some point I wrote wagon equal weak.
I see Cody takes notes the way that I do.
You
is
found
the
out
note-taker.
that there is a figure moving around the background in the area around Indy's hometown that has been stirring up the population of Ravagers.
Oh, Rojar? That guy?
Yeah, a figure you came to know was named Rogar. In following up on a lead you received as to Rogar's supposed whereabouts, you learned that the last anyone knew, he was in a place called Tortil, the ruins of Tortil. And so, in following up on this lead to see what might be causing, or what Rogar might be doing, causing the increased aggression of the Ravagers in the area, you set off for Tortil. Along your journey, you came to the city of Westrun, where you overnighted and were given a job from the Miners Guild to investigate the disappearance of about 7 different miners. You did some shopping to prepare, and it is now the morning of the next day, and you can already hear the bustle of the people outside the windows of your rooms at the Crooked Moon Inn. What would you guys like to do? Not all at once,
Looking-
please.
I know. Just... Kill Jester.
I would like to go down to the bar area and get some breakfast. Oh, actually, first things first, Mr. DM, when I wake up, I look over to see for my roommate.
It is interesting, Shane, because as you wake up, you move, and there's just a slight twinge of pain in your chest, and you look down, and hastily and probably erroneously, there is a rather large pin that is stuck probably about an inch into your chest through whatever you wore to bed last night with a tiny piece of parchment.
I just pull it out. My clothes are already my tabard's already been pretty tattered as it is, so I'm not really worried about my clothes too much. And I unfurl the tiny piece of paper.
Now, would you like me to read what it says, or would you like me to send you what it says so that you can read it aloud?
Send it to me. I'll read it.
It's been so long since I've seen Cody's thinking face. Brings a smile to the cockles of my heart, or something.
Yes, heart cockles.
Yeah.
Edit that
it
out,
has been
editor.
sent to you on Messenger.
Let's edit that part out, editor. Okay. I will read this. Dearest Shade, if you're reading this, don't bother looking for me. I'm already gone. I have to go back home. Something urgent has come up, and while I can't tell you everything right now, I promise to tell you everything when I can see you again. Until then, try and smile more. Makes you look more, I don't know, approachable? Maybe people won't give you those weird looks no more. I've left behind the coins from my stash. I can get more on the way, no problem, but they're not a gift. Got it? That's a loan, and I expect full repayment with interest, and you better keep anything cool you find while I'm gone. Gonna miss you, you big goon, but I'll see you again soon. I know it. Dimple. P.S. Any of those other weirdos touch my stuff, and I'll stab them. Well, he was going to go downstairs and get some food, but I think Shade's just going to sit on the edge of his bed and process this now.
As you do. All right. What is everyone else doing?
Indy and I are rooming together, right?
I believe so. He sent you to bed with his inane questions for the third night in a row.
Yeah.
Inane,
And a
questions
notebook.
that really mess him up.
Yeah, you made me another fucking spell book. That's right. And a dagger. You got me a dagger.
I'm going to sit up, stretch, rub my eyes, give myself a little.
Sure,
And
you
then-
know what that is.
I was also trying to visualize that.
Did you just give yourself a morning blowjob?
I was slightly distracted, and yet I feel like I missed so much.
Collins made mouth noises.
Yeah.
Like we knew what they were supposed to be.
You know when you wake up and you
Giving
yawn
himself
and
that
you just
Glock 9000.
you
You
just
could
you're
have
like,
just said you smacked your lips, Collins, not a give a little.
Vessel's never gonna room with him again.
Hit him with that.
The old parcel tongue.
I'm gonna grab my quarterstaff and head down to get some breakfast.
Okay. Garrow is down there and greets you all. Ah, good morning. Oh,
Mm,
Sunny. Where's the rest of your troop? Are you not setting up for the Bramblewood today?
well, I don't know where Shade and Dimple are, but I know Vessel's still up in the room. I just came down to get some breakfast. Do you happen to have any kind of hash?
That's a type of potato for you fucking stoners, and by that I mean Kevin.
First of all, I know what the two kinds of hash are. Thank you.
I don't think you do, Kevin. I don't think you do. I bet you smoke potato
hash oil
hash
and
the same
solid
way.
hash. How about that?
Yeah.
I'm sure that we could provide something. We actually did have quite a good crop of potatoes this year.
If I could get some hash and a pickle and some tea, that would be fantastic.
Don't know if I can help you on the pickle, but the hash and the tea can certainly be provided.
Damn, I forgot my bag in my room. All right, well, I'll just take the hash and some tea.
Oh well. And he sidles back into the kitchen. You can hear him start giving instructions. I assume that after some time passes, Vessel and Shade make their way down as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd probably come down pretty quick. Doesn't take too long for Shade to, work through it.
All right. So soon you are all at a table together in varying states of alertness and mood. Food and drink is brought. Are there any other preparations or discussions you guys might have? I'll say, Indian Vessel, you guys notice that as time goes on, this is a dimpleless Shade.
Shade, where's Dimple? Did she sleep in?
No, she had to go. She left sometime in the night. She left a note. I don't know when she'll be back.
Oh, well.
Did she say where she went?
No, she just said that it was something urgent. And
She didn't
didn't
say that she had to
expound
go
upon
home.
that. I have no idea where she's gone. Okay, she had to go home. Hopefully she doesn't take her long to get back.
Okay.
We're still gonna do the mission, right? Without her.
Yeah. Yeah, I still think we should proceed and do this thing in the Bramblewood to look for the lost miners.
All right.
Maybe we could find some help. I don't know.
Maybe there's someone that's already out there trying to help that we might run into.
Maybe.
I
Being
hope we can find some help.
Dimple was a ferocious fighter.
She was. She was a very good asset.
She killed a dude by stabbing him in the ear once.
On the plus side, I won't be shot anymore.
By her.
Never say never.
All right. So you guys finish up your meals, make any final checks or preparations to your gear. You step out into the morning sunlight. The sounds of the city around you just kind of enfolding you as you begin making your way across this packed square that the inn resides on. And looking across the way, you do seem, among the bustle of people milling about, there also seems to be a large number of people that are standing around. Specifically standing around what looks to be a shoddily kind of erected wooden dais that there is a figure standing upon that seems to be speaking to these people. Patty, if you would like to make your entrance here.
Indeed. I'm just watching Cody's reaction. Let me just savor that for a minute. All right. So, you do see a sort of hastily erected little wooden altar with a very fine, like, silk stole set across it, upon which rests a small wooden goblet and probably a little hand mirror. And holding the mirror and sort of walking, just sort of pacing around this little pulpit, you see a man, a human, older in his years. You'd guess probably in his 50s. Somewhat tanned skin, slightly weathered look, the look of someone who is used to spending a lot of time outdoors. He has short black hair streaked with white and a short black sort of salt and peppery beard, brown eyes, a bit weathered, but, you know, not terrible looking for his age by any means. Most noticeable thing would probably be across down his sort of the right side of his lip. There's a pretty gnarly scar that goes down the lip and the chin, and the little bit of chest that's exposed where his robes meet. You can see it seems to continue down. He's wearing a white robes under a very fine white chasuble that's emblazoned with a gold sunburst and draped with a gold stole. And he's pacing and speaking to the crowd, and he says, "No matter how hard we try, our past is inescapable. We are part of it, and it is a part of us. No one is beyond history's jurisdiction. And memories are like mirrors," and he holds up the mirror, sort of reflecting the light of the dawn off of it. "They show us parts of ourselves, sometimes parts we'd like to forget. But you can choose what lessons to carry forward and what to leave behind. And so to claim that there is no redemption, to say that one is beyond saving and to destroy on that basis, that is evil. That is the path of darkness." And he continues to pace around the pulpit, really just kind of like making eye contact with everyone in the crowd as much as possible. "And though the world is indeed full of many dark places, there is yet much that is fair. And though in all lands love is now mingled with grief, and dread's dark shade blinds the eye, love yet grows the greater. For we walk by faith, not by sight." And he holds up the little, you can see he's wearing a golden pendant of the sunburst of Pelor. "If you love only those who love you, what benefit is that to you? For even the wicked love those who love them. If you give only to those from whom you expect to receive, what credit is that to you? For even the evil give to the evil to receive in return. Love your enemies. And he holds up the mirror again, reflecting the light of the dawn. And do good and give, expecting nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you will be children of the light, called to testify in the light, that through you all might believe and be reborn with the dawn. And so I urge you, my brothers and sisters, live in a manner worthy of the call you have received. And he steps down from the pulpit and just stands in reverent silence for a few moments before he turns and begins to pack up his little altar, and hands the mirror back to a woman standing in the crowd.
And as you finish, you can see that almost every head in the crowd, which you can see has actually been amassing as you kind of wrap things up. Passersby kind of stopping to hear the end of the message, kind of nod, some murmur, oh yeah. Some clap, some walk forward and kneel before the silken vestments and either bow head in prayer. Some leave the little coins or offerings that they think they can before dispersing. A couple of the caravan guards in the crowd that you knew were going to be that actually requested this sacrament come and shake your hand before beginning to wander away. And as the crowd begins to disperse, you come out of your reverie and take another look around the square and see that there are 3 peculiar looking individuals standing still watching.
Oh yeah, like Shade was just enraptured. Like he, like first few seconds in was just staring with his solid black eyes.
Which, by the way, if you guys would like to describe your characters for Patty.
I was about to ask.
Yeah, I'll go first. Shade, one of the figures you see is a 6 foot tall. Actually, I think he's closer to 6'2", like a 6'2", lean, fit, Shatterkai elf with dark black hair, pale skin, and jet black eyes, and just standing there in gleaming chainmail, very well polished and well oiled chainmail, as well as a sword and shield on his back. Shield on his back, sword on his side. With a very tattered and worn dark red just tabard draped over him, that belted with the front where there would be where it would be an insignia is just completely ripped off. It's just a big hole, just in very big contrast to the very well maintained and polished armor, and he's just staring at you.
Right. Vessel.
Next to that guy is a 6'2", very lanky, incredibly pasty white tiefling with white hair and blood red eyes and a staff, and he just kind of leaned against it listening to you. just watching, and he's got a garland of roses around his neck and red robe, and just watching, kind of glancing over at Shade every now and then.
Leaned, looking nonchalant, but also eyes darting, what are we doing?
Basically.
It's giving you the Tulio eyebrows.
Yeah.
Hear this guy? Let's talk about memories and shit, like some of us have them.
The audacity of this man to assume we should cancel him.
Yeah.
God damn it.
You had Vessel at memories.
All right, Indy.
Standing at a whopping knee high next to my fellow comrades is Indy. He is in a tattered long white shirt, some olive drab, darker green pants, holding his quarterstaff next to him, looking up at them, and then looking back at you, and then looking back up at them, trying to read the room on if he should talk or not.
For once in his life.
As long as you don't ask questions about his parents and whether
God damn it,
did
I
the right
almost
thing.
just got rid of those fucking hiccups, Cody.
Sorry.
God damn it.
Shade will walk over and
First contact with aliens.
dude. What closest thing this guy's probably seen to an alien.
Yeah.
And he will stand there and he will look at his little altar that you've made and look over to you, and will give you a bit of like a deep like head nod and go, "That was beautiful what you said. I too think that nothing is for certain, and that everything should have a chance to change their ways."
When you
And
walk
he's
out,
not looking at you until he says that, but then he just at the end of that he just looks up with those black eyes.
Got you. So as soon as this priest sees you, look at him and start speaking, he a slow grin slowly begins to creep across his face, and he nods as he listens. And well, kindred spirits, you and I. Then it's always good to see. And I must say, if I'm not mistaken, you are Shadar Kai. Can't say I've seen many of you on the road.
Yes, I've not seen one of my kind in quite some time. We are, I would say, kindred spirits, although a bit at the opposite ends of the spectrum. I am but a servant of the Raven Queen.
And you see that there's really no surprise on his face. He just kind of nods, and I don't know that I'd quite go so far as to say opposites, my friend. Two sides of the same coin, perhaps. But there's truth in all creeds. This is simply my path.
The sage just like, yeah, man.
As he just passes the blunt,
This guy gets it.
The priest will extend his hand forward and say, "I'm Father Cadoc. A pleasure to meet you, friend."
He nods and he shakes your hand and goes, "I am Shade.
Shade.
Just one word, like share."
Very good. Easy to remember. Are the other two just like fucking standing around gawking like a couple of weirdos?
100%, dude.
Vessel's gonna lean down over to Indy and just, I think he just made a new friend.
I'm gonna look back at Vessel and be like, I don't know what to do.
I'm just gonna keep
Dude,
staring.
my hands.
I'm keep staring until someone either talks to me or we walk away.
Walk away.
These
Walk
are
away.
my
Okay.
friends. He gestures to you.
Guys, you gotta come talk to this guy. Guys.
And he's just sitting there with a face of
He
shock, like,
gets it. His
But yeah,
vessel is just going to come sauntering on up now,
Mhm.
as he does.
This unhealthy, just pasty tiefling.
Gross.
Does the
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow sway over?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very good, very good. Yeah. Father Cadoc will also raise a hand and sort of like, the like knight's greeting thing. And, hello there, friends.
Is it like, how does he have his hand raised up like that?
Yep.
High five that shit. Greetings to you too.
Priest dies. No.
Oh,
He
made
just
me
looks
laugh.
kind of like confused, but
Priest
like
sees as an
smiles and
attack.
nods.
Flame
Yeah.
strike.
Yeah, burning hands now. Well, I can't say that's a greeting I get very often, but a pleasure. I'm Father Cadoc.
I am Vessel.
Vessel.
I'm a companion of Shades.
Oh, I see.
Seems y'all already exchanged greetings.
You look Caddick, and now just awkwardly standing by himself is
That's what I was waiting for.
the tiny form of the halfling who is still peering at you with unsure and curious eyes.
I
So-
was kind of hoping since everybody else was like at the 6-foot range, you wouldn't see me
Wouldn't even
all
notice,
the way
yeah.
down here.
You are as noticeable as the little man with the red hair and the top hat in this picture.
Let's go incognito mode.
Oh my god, there's
Yeah.
a leprechaun.
I know. Yeah. Oh my god, we were fucking cackling about that before you guys got in.
God, there's a leprechaun.
Did not notice him. Oh my god.
Once you see him, you really can't see anything else.
I know. It's just I'm totally fixated on him at all times.
He's so
With
much
his,
more
like-
defined than everything else.
With
He
his
is.
like size 15 feet.
Yeah.
Man's got
I was
man.
telling Patty, he looks like he's squaring up with that dude with the purple hair.
He
Yeah.
looks like he's right. He's got like that filthy Frank Pink guy, just like that, walking out. But no, he
Yeah.
looks like he's that. Look at those feet. He slaps the ground as he walks.
Fucking
man.
floor slappers.
He's got some flippers. Yeah, some scuba flippers. Oh my god. Anyway,
I knew that was gonna
sorry.
get Kevin.
Some bitch could run across. That dude could run across water.
Yeah, with enough speed, anything is possible. But,
God damn it.
anyway, Father Cadoc will kind of like lean to the side to like look past the other two at the halfling, and again with a warm grin, be like, "Come forward, my little friend. No need to be afraid."
Hi.
Give him a
Oh.
treat, he'll stay longer.
Yeah.
I'm a friend of Shades. and of Vessels.
I see. And what is your name, Master Halfling?
Indy.
Indy. Well, pleasure to meet you. He'll also hold out a hand for the handshake. Is a little more prepared for a high five this time, though. He's like balanced and ready.
Won't catch me lacking twice.
Yeah.
Hello.
Right, for real, just straight up, just like greeting,
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
along with like a sup, dude.
Yeah.
Gotta establish that Vessel's kind of a weird guy, alright?
You have succeeded.
I'll kind of nervously reach out my hand and shake his back.
I'm Father Cadoc. A pleasure to meet you.
Hello, Father.
So he'll look at the rest of you and, well, what brings you to Western, friends?
We are on a bit of a journey to locate and get some information on a man who has been doing some dark dealings, but as well, we have accepted a mission to look for some lost miners. Like coal mine, not like little.
Right.
Not like him.
Perhaps both.
Maybe.
I don't know what the labor laws here are, so.
Right. haven't got too deep into it. And we got a tip to look in the Bramblewood. But our compatriot who was going to help us, the fourth part of our retinue, has departed. And so we're a little less equipped than we would like. But nevertheless, we are going to venture forth and try and find the lost miners, hopefully find them alive. But if they have died, then it is the rule of the Raven Queen that guards their souls into the afterlife.
Is that the like black eye stare?
100%, man. Like
he's kinda
staring
like-
at a shark.
Yeah.
He just kind of stares off, just like into nothing as he thinks about his.
As you see the Hueys and the napalm in his eyes, you know.
100%.
Yeah.
He does.
No, but he
does that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Anyway. So yes, Father Cadoc will nod. And, well, it seems we may have a similar goal in mind then. It was the light of the dawn, Father, that called me to this place. And whispers of dark rumors, also in the Bramblewood. Well, it would seem that serendipity, as always, has brought me into strange company, but it would be a pleasure to travel with you if you would have me.
I'm okay with that. The more help, the better. Don't know what we're going to run into in the Bramblewood.
What about you, Indy?
It all depends on how he answers this next question.
It's going to be something about pickles.
What is your stance on pickles?
Fucking knew it.
Damn it.
Ooh, heresy of the highest degree. I'm just kidding, no. I enjoy a good pickle now and again.
It's fine with me.
That's your metric. Your metric of trust. I trust easily. That's your metric of trust.
Look,
I'm looking.
man who can't enjoy a good pickle is no friend of mine.
I
look
will
over at
say
Vessel.
you're.
Don't you dislike pickles?
I will
He's-
say, Shade, your friend is not entirely incorrect. You have to enjoy the little things in life. Sometimes it's all we have.
True. Very true.
I'm gonna lean over to the shade and just whisper, "Shh, he doesn't remember if he likes pickles or not."
It's true.
It's like you got him to try one once, and he was like, "Yeah, this is pretty good." And then you told him it was a pickle, and he was like, "That's fucking gross."
Like, all the times
How
I've been
dare you.
offered pickles, they're always, like, half-eaten by him, and they've been just, like sitting
he's
in
never-
a jar.
Just covered in slobber. Yeah.
He's like, you
Like
want a
the
pickle?
first-
There's, like, 5, like, half-eaten pickles and, like, 3 non, and I'm just like, no, I'm cool.
Yeah, man.
And the
it's
saliva
more
is like floating on top of the pickle juice. Yeah.
Haven't been
don't
offered a non-contaminated whole pickle before, so
Yeah.
Shade took a pickle.
before you started eating all of them.
Like, we don't understand, Patty. This group has actually subsisted off of pickles,
Peanuts.
questionable beef jerky, and bar peanuts.
Damn.
They've had
and I'm sorry.
a rough road since they
I'm
crash
sorry.
landed here.
I pack and buy trail rations, but the rest of them eat like hobos.
I got some trail rations
Stick it in
now.
the trash.
Like, we got trail
Finally.
rations now, but we didn't have trail rations for a
Had a
minute.
Yeah.
rough road.
But
when
boy,
that
did
ship
I have
went
2
down.
pounds of fucking peanuts.
We almost ran out of trail rations the first time because I was giving Vessel a trail ration because he didn't have any, while Indy ate an entire jar of pickles, basically.
You also gave
rough.
him the jar of pickles.
And then everyone contemplated eating Indy. It was a whole thing.
You know, it happens. Oh, I should ask. Speaking of preparation, we don't need to do a shopping episode for me. We'll deal with that as we need to. But I would like to ask. In my priest's pack is included an alms box. Did anybody give alms of the crowd? Not you three, but of like the crowd. I mean, if you want to, go for it.
Are you looking specifically for money, small items? What are you
Specifically? Yeah, it's like an alms box, like for money, like for coins.
Yeah,
like
there
it's
were
got a coin
definitely
slot.
people.
They said
who
people
walked
threw
up
coins
and
or did
put
something.
coins in.
Threw coins at me.
Take
Just
it
threw
off.
nickels at you, told you
Yeah.
to go away.
Yeah.
Shut up, hits you with a fucking dollar.
It happens sometimes.
When you ask for them to make it rain and then make it hail
let's
instead.
say-
Yeah.
Damn, you made out good today. So we'll call it at 8 copper pieces, 5 silver pieces, and 4 gold pieces.
Damn. That's almost as much money as I started with.
And 1 gold piece from Shade. Shade would have put one in there.
Wow. What an
He was
absolute
moved.
gentleman.
He enjoyed it. Like, this group is before you even walked up, this group was pretty religious, but that's only because like Shade skews the curve.
Significantly skews the curve.
That's funny.
He skews the curve as hard as he skews skulls with a stick.
Listen,
The
I was so sad when I had to give up my forest club.
Rip.
decapitated
Well-
the man with that thing.
Father Cadoc will say, like, well, if you give me a moment to change into my traveling gear, I'll be off whenever you're ready. I believe my work is done here.
Nods. Absolutely. Take all the time you need.
6 days later.
Shade will
Shade's
still be
just
standing
there in the same spot for 6 straight days. Yeah.
It has
With
been
that look.
raining for 3, hailing for 2.
Yeah.
He's not looking great.
So I'm still trying to tie my shoes. No.
But has he moved? No.
Yeah. No, but I will say that you all would notice as Father Cadoc, very like neatly folds the fine vestments and stuffs them into his bag. You can see underneath he's wearing just a very plain, sort of like off-white, somewhat tattered, like just basic robe, like a monk's robe kind of thing. But from the bag, he pulls out a shirt of scale armor, puts that on, over top of which he puts a tattered white surcoat emblazoned with the sunburst of Pelor, and his holy symbol atop that. And as he slings his pack, he also slings a white kite shield, a wooden shield banded in iron, also painted white and emblazoned similarly with the sunburst of Pelor on it on his back, and takes up his quarterstaff. And the last thing, noticeably, that he buckles about his waist is a sword belt with an arming sword.
Shade's just taking note of all that. And actually, I'm sorry, I lied to him. I forgot. I don't have chainmail anymore. I have splint mail.
Oh,
That is
look at me.
correct. That is
I
correct.
forgot I upgraded by removing it from a dead man.
You
Cool.
sure did. Took it right off his back. He wasn't using it.
Got another tough boy in the group.
He wasn't using
Yeah.
it right anyway. He was dead.
Yeah. Very well. I'm ready when you are.
We're heading right to the Bramblewood, right? We didn't have anything to do.
No, I'm pretty sure we did all of our shopping last episode.
Kevin, can I just drop like a gold on you for like a week's worth of rations or whatever? Because I only have 2 days.
I would assume that being in town, you would have knowing the itinerant nature of your work.
Mhm.
You as soon as you got into town, you would have restocked.
I got you. I got
Okay.
2 pounds of peanuts, bro. Like, you're fine.
Oh, hell yeah, we're good. That's all we need.
A jar of questionable jerky.
Yeah.
We still
I'm
gotta
gonna call
figure
that
out where these
7
peanuts are
days,
made.
unless you think otherwise, then, Kevin.
Yeah, 7 days is fine.
All right.
Kevin, is the Bramblewood? I almost said Bramblewood. Is the Bramblewood
Bramblewood.
in the direction of the mountain?
Let me double check.
I think so, if I'm looking at this map
I think
correctly.
it's
To the west.
slightly northwest.
Get Shadow.
Gat Shadow.
Nothing
That's a
significant
mountain
about
with
that
a-
place.
Just the giant Glock taped to the top of the mountain that casts a large shadow. Yeah.
Let's see. Yes. Yes, Gat Shadow is actually, as you look out towards the west gate, Gat Shadow is right there, ominously lording over the rest of the range off in the distance, just staring right back at you, Bessel.
Dominating.
Menacingly.
Yeah.
Would I know
So we are
anything about the dangers of the Bramblewood since I spent a little bit of time around here?
Go ahead and make me a history or nature, whichever one is better for
We'll
you.
go with nature. Let me switch over to this. Where's nature? There it is. Oh, shit.
You know all.
Opening roll.
Okay.
Damn.
There are a lot of stories about the Bramblewood. Generally accepted to be safe enough as long as you don't go in unarmed, unaware, or especially at night alone. The Bramblewood can be an easily traversable place. There are many paths that have been beaten through the Bramblewood to get to varying places, whether it be for gathering timber, gathering herbs for any of the local shops, or most notably, the path to the Burdoon mines at the base of the cliff keeps. Notable dangers are giant spiders,
Oh, great.
I'm out.
giant
I'm out.
bats,
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
certain venomous snakes, wolves, the other typical dangers one might face in a forest like this. The danger also comes from in the thicker part of the woods that gives the forest its name. The trunks of some of the trees that are native just to this space in Exandria exhibit needle, almost blade-like protrusions from their trunks, making the more densely packed areas of the forest a little sketchy.
Oh, Mr. DM. Sorry. I was just making sure I keep this one right. Because we slept today, it's the 22nd of Gwen Pilar, right?
Going to ask you this morning when we were in the tavern what day it was.
I believe you are correct. Take a DM inspiration if you do not have one.
Yes.
Nice. Nice.
But also, what that means is before we pack up and we move on, I will go, sorry, I forgot. I apologize, Father Cadoc, but it is actually, it's the civilization, it is a holiday, it's a civilization's dawn, and I thought, I had these in my notes. I gotta go back and check now.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I see what you're doing now. Yeah, proceed.
But I would like to just pull out two small little parcels, just very small, tiny little parcels. I will hand one to Vessel, and I will hand one to Indy. And I go, where I come from, we celebrated this holiday. It's a holiday to Arathis the Lawbearer at the peak of the autumn season. And we buy our friends and family small gifts to celebrate it. So, here you go.
Get out of my face.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Noticeably stows a third parcel.
What do they see when they open their parcels?
So in Vessel's parcel will be a small greenish crystal that gives off. I can explain it to you as Shay goes because he bought it. So he asked what it is. He's like, this is just a small trinket. It glows in the moonlight. And Indy will be a little brooch for like pinning a cloak or for just putting on your clothing. It is a small brooch of an intricate dwarven design. Very finely crafted little brooch.
Oh, well, thank you. I didn't know it was a holiday, so I didn't get you anything.
Ah, it's okay. You don't remember much.
And Father Cadoc is just leaning on his quarterstaff with a smile, just watching.
I'm sorry.
I
I do have to
didn't
use the
get
bathroom
you.
really quick. I'll be back.
Actually, yeah, that's a great cue. I'm gonna do the same thing. Cody, you're in
Everybody.
charge while I'm gone.
Okay.
I love Father Cadoc so much.
This is just they stand outside the outhouse.
I like to imagine this happened like in character Vessel, like, oh, hang on before we go.
Takes
Okay.
him a while
Right behind
sometimes
you.
to go. Shade looks in. I really worry sometimes about his digestion. He needs more probiotics.
Try to talk to him, but he always gets angry.
Yeah, he's all just like, I don't remember. Socially awkward.
Uh,
My lack of memory is a personality trait. Meh.
Shade will lean down and adjust the brooch slightly on your, if you pinned it to your shirt, and just go, it suits you.
Thank you. I really like it.
Nod slightly and does that Shade thing where he just kind of his eyes just drift off and he's just black eyes stare off into the distance.
DM,
The nah.
Yes.
I have a question. Could I have the brooch, when I put my armor on,
Back.
become an engraved mark on it?
To what purpose? You'll have to remind me.
So whenever I don my armor,
Mm-hmm.
could I just have the shape of the brooch just engraved on the chest of my armor?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I would give you something, Shade, but the last time I gave a present, I got shot in the chest.
Understandable.
Happens every time.
I've seen it before.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I am going to go ahead and push the button on my quarterstaff and have my armor come on me.
What?
You might want to A, rephrase that, and B, describe what Father Cadoc sees.
What?
I clicked the button so that my armor will came on me.
Heavens me!
Hermione.
You have so many words at your disposal, Collins. How do you do that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I have 10 words to choose from at any given point in my life.
He's from Arkansas, bro. You know this by now.
Right, like the thesaurus for his gene pool is just ripped in half and soaked in fucking water. It's
So y'all are
gone.
telling me you don't have a magical button for armor to come on you?
I don't wear armor.
Let me de-disgusting this situation, Patty. So, what you see is that Indy clicks a small button on his staff that makes him put on his armor that magically happens as what almost looks like a quicksilver-like substance flows from over the staff over his arm, encompasses his body, and then solidifies into this seamless suit of armor that is in no way, shape, or form made of jizz.
Good to know. That's well, it was until it solidified.
It is
It's
not
like
jizz armor.
You guys know what that was? That was the face of experience.
He's like Infinity War Iron Man, right?
Yeah,
Like he's
yeah.
got
Yeah.
like he's cool until he opens his mouth.
It's
You're
like the
embarrassing me in front of the
like
wizards.
The nanosuit, basically. It's like the symbiote from Spider-Man, the nanosuit.
Yeah, that's fucking cool. I assume I've never seen that before.
I should say not.
Okay.
Burn.
Father Cadoc looks very surprised, but very impressed. Well, I can't say I've ever seen anything quite like that before.
Well, it's just something I picked up on the road.
Oh, well.
Oh, by the way, Kevin, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the infiltrator armor today.
I don't remember what that does, but more power to you.
Sneaky
Probably makes
boy.
you loud and take a lot of damage, if I had to guess from the name.
It's the one that lets me shoot the lightning.
Gotcha.
Just hear the crisis sound. Just a cloak engage.
Yeah.
All right. Well, are we heading out of town?
I am ready to head out of town.
Everyone's had their pee breaks, so I'd say so.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's usually an indicator.
What a pee
Everybody
break.
I got my-
returns with their flies in the correct position, and you set off through the west gate. Almost immediately, the Bramblewood comes into view as you step out and you see the thick trunked trees, and you can see even at the edge of the forest there are those slight protrusions from the trunks that almost look like needles or blades. And you see a very well defined earthen path before you, stretching out, going westward through the trees.
Who wants to lead the way?
I
That is-
don't have any survival skill.
That's a very, very good question.
I'll lead it. I'll do it.
We're doing
Will you?
Shade
Yeah.
instant concern.
If no one's gonna volunteer, I'll
Paper Doll is leading the way.
the wizard will take point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go get him,
Paper
buddy.
Doll.
Wait, do you have any survival skill?
I have nature and
Oh, okay, well that's better than me.
medicine.
I've got good wisdom, I just don't have any like training in survival or nature.
Yeah,
I also have
no.
meds.
I'm pretty sure the person that had training in survival left.
Great. We're fucked.
So it's also the person that could like look for traps and pick locks. It's kind of like,
It's gonna be a lot of lock breaking and
Ooh.
trap activating in our future.
yeah. I honestly already was envisioning like a 10-foot pole with Indy tied to the end of it, just like a makeshift minesweeper.
Well, yeah, you could just use his like armor staff, and you just hold the other end of it, and you just like hold him. Yeah, just do that.
It's like an empty pinata.
Yeah. No, it's a full pinata. He's in there. It's like the canary. Yeah.
These are canary meat coal mine.
So are
Yeah.
you attempting to walk along the path? Whoever's in lead, are you attempting to walk along the path and just kind of look for any
Signs of
anything?
Oh,
I
you know what?
assume that's
Actually,
what we were gonna do. There's an Amber Alert going off right now.
because Kevin, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've probably been here before. Is there anything that I could do that might be helpful? Be like, oh yeah, I know, like just this landmark or whatever that we could navigate towards.
Trying to think how many occasions you would have had to visit the Bramblewood. It's probably not your first time in a forest like this.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, just make me a straight wisdom check.
Okay. I don't know why that rolled with advantage.
I know how to spell your name
Because
now.
it's the default on the character sheet
That's
for it to
fucking
always roll with
why.
advantage. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I did.
But
too.
we'll take the 18.
They
Nah, we'll
moved
take
it.
the 18.
Okay, that works. I can't help.
Here, I got you.
I'm in distress.
I need an adult.
There you go. You should have an advantage toggle on your core page now.
Whoa. It's the hold a moment. Save changes. What's happening here?
Whoa.
Okay, sorry. My character, she was doing some weird shit. There it is. Cool. Thank you. All right, carry on.
Actual footage of Father Cadoc.
Yeah, having a fucking stroke.
Ever have that moment when your character sheet is full of ghosts?
I hate it.
So with an 18, normally if things like this are happening in forests, it's usually not on the outskirts.
Mm-hmm.
Usually something would establish a radius around its nesting or lair or whatever, if it is indeed a creature. So you would think that moving further into the forest would probably be the best opening move.
Okay, and don't let me step on you, Vessel, if you wanna take over. But basically, Father Cadoc, as you're like, stepping forward to like getting ready to like figure out where to go, Father Cadoc kind of mutter almost to himself, like, well, if previous experiences have anything to go by, we're certainly not going to find anything on the edges of the forest. I expect it'll be much deeper in that we find anything unsavory. Well, nothing for it then. Start walking.
I didn't write this down if he said it. Whenever we got the job, did the deep gnome that gave it to us, did he say they never made it there, or they didn't make it back to town?
They never made it back to town, and they never arrived at the mine.
Okay, so they never even got there. All right, cool.
No.
But I
They
do
were
believe,
like,
correct me if I'm
Hi ho,
wrong.
hi ho. It's off to where's Mark?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm looking at this map right, it looks like we have to go all the way, like straight through the Bramblewood to get to the mines.
Yep.
Well,
like, through the whole thing.
They went missing before they even got there, so we probably don't even have to get all the way to the fucking mine.
Yeah.
Like, they could have gone missing halfway to it, 3/4 of the way, 1/4 of the way.
Before they even left, maybe. I'm just kidding. Well, let's find out.
They just take one step out of the town and disappear.
Yeah, just
straight snatched. Sorry,
human trafficking's real bad in Western. What?
Can you do that again?
Do what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now I can't.
So
The sound of spontaneous human combustion.
Yeah.
Is Father Cadoc leading us?
Apparently
Seems that
so.
way.
Okay, cool. Sweet. I didn't want to take like a fucking fireball or something right to the chest.
Are you sure? Are you sure? You should try it.
So, Father Cadoc, if you would like to make a, let's say, either survival or investigation. and you can either do a singular roll, or someone can assist you and you can both roll, or
Well, I'll definitely do survival. I have a slightly better shot at that.
if someone would like to assist you, you can either have an advantage or someone else can roll with you.
I will
Add to
assist
it.
you.
Okay. Yeah, you do it. No. No.
We can both help, and he can just roll advantage, and we can just both be helping him. It's fine.
Right, each of us is just on either side of him. Just
Yeah.
Look over there.
With your little metal detectors and your headphones, yeah.
So are you just giving him advantage?
I'm cool with him having advantage.
Okay.
Works for me. All right. Excellent.
Woof. Okay.
that's pretty good rolls.
It's not.
It's a
It's not horrible.
It's a medium roll.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
medium.
slightly below average, which is what I aim for in life.
Now everybody's got like a plus 13 and something, man.
you walk along the path for probably a couple hours, maintaining a slow and steady pace, trying to take in all the details you can around you, looking for anything that might be different. About midway through the second hour, you do notice the earth isn't so much churned as you can tell that it's a little more beaten than the footpath that you're walking, as it veers off a little bit into the right and through the brush, and you can see a very, very faint trail of broken stems among the underbrush there. It's faded, but it's there.
Well, that certainly seems ominous.
Do we mind stopping here to investigate for a few minutes?
No. It's dumb. Why would we do that?
Don't mind.
Yep, veto.
I mean, I didn't know if we're just gonna be like, there's some broken sticks. Let's immediately go down there, because I would like to pull out my spell book and begin casting detect magic.
Works for me.
See if anything went on around here. Yeah. So Vessel's just gonna kind of walk up near it, take a knee. He's gonna pull out his spell book, flip it open to the page, set it on the ground, and then just start fucking looking at it.
Okay. Watches Vessel's eyes flash lambent crimson as he kind of looks around the area. Other than you and your companions, not really anything.
That's good. Okay. Pick up my spell book, put it back in my pocket, and just go. There's no magical things going on here.
That's what I like to hear.
Well, this path might be worth investigating. What do you think, Father?
Well, I think it's our best lead, certainly. It doesn't, can I actually, like, does this look like a struggle is what I'm trying to figure out. Just like the spot where somebody got jumped. Is there any, like, lunch money on the ground? Or anything like that?
It's Sonic drop his rings.
Yeah.
Maybe like a shirt that says, I went to the mines and all I got was this crappy t-shirt.
Yeah.
They never made it to the mines, Cody.
I'm tempted to let you make an insight check on this.
An insight check? Well, don't mind if I do. Is that a yes, Kevin?
Yeah, go ahead and roll insight on
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
this.
Super duper insightful.
So you look at it, and the bit of churned earth coming off the path leading to this faint brush trail, it it's faded to the point where it doesn't look like it could be anything more particularly rough passage of an animal, or maybe that's the way the path was.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for you to glean any history of what may have caused beyond the ordinary
Right.
this particular aberration to have occurred
Got it.
from the normal
Well,
surroundings.
seems it could be a startled animal, a deer or something, or this could perhaps be what we're looking for. But to be honest with you, I have no idea, and I've no way to tell. So, friends, what do you think? Should we investigate this, or continue down the road and try our luck?
I think this is as good a lead as any.
I really enjoy watching Cody think.
How many miners went missing?
7.
7.
That's true.
Big of an area of this churned earth is there?
It's about 7 miners long, 1 wide.
We're just checking the dirt gingerly with a pickaxe we
it's
happen
probably
to
like
find.
Yeah.
like feels like a 5-foot square.
Square.
Okay.
It's not a large
Fine.
area of disturbance for
Yeah,
7
that's
people
not
to go
much.
missing.
That's not much.
Unless... Even if they ran after them, if they got taken through, like, where the current sticks and stuff are broken,
You
like, I
do-
feel like there'd be more damage going with,
Well,
I
like,
tend to
6
agree.
other dudes if they're chasing one guy that got snatched, if that's
To-
what happened.
To point out, you do remember being told that the disappearances did not happen at once, that they disappeared over the
that's-
course of about a week and a half.
Ooh,
Yeah, so it
So they
wasn't
might-
just 7 miners all at the same time.
might have got picked off one by one then. So that
Little
mean, if that
Lunchables,
happened, there's
as it were.
probably more of these up ahead.
Hmm.
So it was always the spot.
Well,
Could be
I
a
came
territorial
here-
creature.
I came here searching for dark things in dark places. Honestly, I feel like it might be worth a look.
I agree. Sorry. I agree.
Yeah, hey, get your shit together.
I know.
Throw that gravel back in your tone, boy.
Yeah, swallow those rocks.
Ability smoldering
All
stare.
right.
Yeah.
If you would like to make another survival check to follow this new tech, go ahead.
Do we want to do the same as last time, fellers? You want to help me out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Always.
like Patrick Swayze and Ghost.
I
Just
haven't seen
helping
the
you with the
movie.
pottery. It's okay. Just know it gets pretty spicy. You're gonna be Demi Moore.
Cool. I always wanted to be Demi Moore. Hey, there we
Hey, all right.
It matters
So-
now.
go.
We're going off the main path.
You walk for probably another 45 minutes. And going along, Father Cadoc, your eyes continue searching the ground in front of you, following the brush trail, but they also inevitably, given some of your experience in the dark places you've been, you begin looking up and around as well, and you begin noticing that higher points on the trunks of these trees, there are either deep gouges or pieces of the knife-like bark just missing entirely, and it's not regular enough that you think it is an inherent natural trait of the trees themselves. Something made these marks.
Based on my experience, am I able to determine whether, like, does this look like weapon marks, like somebody was flailing a weapon, or does this look like an animal or a creature of some sort?
With a 22 survival, they do not look like any weapon that you know.
Hmm. Well, that's
It's too
concerning.
jagged and it's not uniform enough.
Got it. Those were not made by weapons. Some sort of creature. Look higher up on the trees. Something large, I would imagine, or something nimble.
And I will go ahead and give you this last little tidbit since you did roll 22. Around the point that these gouges and marks start becoming extremely prevalent, the brush trail vanishes.
I am looking around for any indication of, like, an ambush. I probably won't find much because I'm, mentally looking for, like, people ambush, not, like, creature ambush. But, I am alert.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay. Feel free to jump in here whenever, guys. Don't let me don't let me take too much of your shit.
Can I assist him, or can I make my own separate roll?
Yeah, you
How
can
about-
make your own roll.
Yeah, I will assist Shade. How about that?
All right. And so what we're doing is it perception? Yes. Well, I don't have a high wisdom, but I do have perception as a skill. Sure. So if he's assisting me, can I make that with advantage?
Take your advantage. Hey.
That was to GM on accident, but
What was
Yeah,
it?
Dirty
Just-
20.
Hell yeah.
Dirty.
So with the dirty 20, Shade, you and Father Cadoc kind of stand side to side, almost back to back, and kind of we have that revolving camera shot around
What-
them as we look around.
The vessel
While we're
and Andy
doing
just
that,
standing
Father-
there.
Yeah,
in the
just
background,
standing
you
there
just
every
see-
once in a while. Yeah.
just like spinning around, and we're
Vessels just with his
Yeah.
staff, just
Yeah. Father Cadoc will also just slowly, while we're looking around, sort of almost unconsciously unsling his shield and ready it in his offhand.
Hell yeah. So as you look,
I was gonna say, as the same Shade would be like the quiet rasp of the swords,
Right.
unsheathing, and he just kind of like sits at that medium guard.
y'all see something? What's going on?
so looking
Are we
like,
getting ready to
what
fight?
you what you guys looking at?
Are we getting ready to
as
fight? Do I need to
Vessel-
start? Do I need to do something? What are we doing? What are y'all seeing?
As Vessel chatters behind you, your eyes pierce into the darkness and the gloom that has now come around you as you're now entering the heart of this forest. You do not see any movement. However, you are able to see that this track of gouges along the trees here that Father Cadoc pointed out continues quite a ways into the distance.
Nothing immediately jumping out, but we're definitely following the path of something ferocious if it was to do this much damage just going through this path.
Mr. DM, could I pull out my lore book and see if there's anything in it that can give us a hint as to what this might be?
Hold on, let me check.
Let me check my field guide.
As the two, as the paladin and the cleric turn around, are like, "Fucking nerd!"
Like he just opens up. It just says. It just opens up a little book. Says like Exandria, like fucking Bradley Guide or some shit.
Yeah.
The Exandria Britannica.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just like the game guide you'd get at Walmart.
Yeah.
The
It
fucking
said 31 secrets
the
you didn't know.
Explorer's Guide to Tal'Dorei.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make just an investigation roll, Vessel.
Woohoo!
Investigation.
So you skim through and you think you find something a couple times, but nothing quite adds up. It doesn't feel like you have enough information to narrow down any of the specifics to something in your book.
Mm-mm. What are the things that stick out?
Well,
Ages.
it's not so much that they stick out, it's that it's something that kind of catches your eye, you begin reading and say, oh, no, okay. Kind of that kind of thing.
Close the lore book. I got nothing.
Well, I would suggest that we tread lightly and stay alert.
Since I'm gonna take the cover off the top of my staff and put that in my pocket since everyone else is getting ready for a fight.
I like that there's a cover on it. It's a nice touch.
He just like unscrews the silencer off the tip of his staff. We're going loud.
Yeah.
When I take it off, Patty reveals this dark red orb that's on the tip of it.
Oh, spoopy. Cool. All right. Cadoc will take note of it and kind of like cock an eyebrow, but turn to continue.
Since there's no immediate danger, Shade will kind of drop the guard, but he's got his sword unsheathed.
And then he gets attacked! No, you know. Yeah.
Father Cadoc from the top rope.
Yeah.
I'm singing with a steel chair. Just fucking whacks him.
Oh
With
my
shield.
god, he's broken him in half.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
But just, you know, he's still got it unsheathed, but he's just ready. He's like, it's gonna happen.
You do notice, Father Cadoc, that you kind of glance over at Shade's weapon, and it is a superbly crafted steel longsword with the image of a raven in flight comprising the handguard folded into the hilt.
Father Cadoc, like before he steps, he's like turns to step off and immediately like stops, like double takes at your weapon, and almost like in spite of himself, he's like, "That is an exceptionally fine weapon, Shade."
Yes, thank you. It was, as Shade is walking, just looking, it was given to me by the Matron of Ravens.
Breeze whistles through.
Yeah.
Distant caw. I said a breeze whistles through. The distant caw of a raven in the background.
Yeah.
It is a very sharp contrast, very immaculate, like very gleaming, big gleaming sword with like a, you know, purple, like pommel, like purple, like fabric on the pommel and whatnot. Dirt Merchant Knight, like tattered tabard. Filched splint mail, polished but filched splint mail, just tattered to pieces tabard that doesn't match the color of the swords. He's just like, it looks like you stole that.
Yeah, right. Father Cadoc will be like, let's see, what can we do here? Oh, the follows are exceptionally well placed, and the rounded pommel, very nice touch. And it just like basically going into like talking about all the really in-depth specific parts of a sword, like he really knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, Shade will look at it for a second and go look around, and will quickly hand it over to let him inspect it more personally.
Father Cadoc also kind of like looks around real quick, and then just like leans his quarterstaff against a tree and gingerly takes it in one hand. I assume it's well
and roll
balanced.
initiative.
Yeah, I knew it.
The sword just attacks him.
Yeah, whack! Ow! Fuck! No, it hits me in the face. I assume it is very finely balanced and all that.
The balance is beyond anything that you felt from Immortal Smith.
Okay, yeah, Cadoc just takes a moment to kind of like do a couple of like quick flourishes and, you know, like spin it around a couple times and do maybe some, I don't know if Shade would recognize it, but a few like forms essentially, right? Like a few guards and attacks and that sort of thing. This is a truly incredible weapon, my friend. I must say I'm a bit jealous, and he'll hand it back.
He takes it from you and goes, "Thank you, I'm still getting used to it. It was a very strange gift indeed, but I hope to make myself worthy of it."
This thing used to be a rusted piece of shit.
He doesn't bring that part up.
Father Cadoc will smile and pat Shade on the shoulder, and I'm sure you will. Worthy of the call, my friend. And I take my quarterstaff and continue carefully walking and looking around. I will say it might look a little funny because like he's got his shield in his left hand and a quarterstaff in his right hand.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm with
The old whack and bonk.
yeah.
Semi-oblivious, but seeing everyone else get ready for battle, Indy is going to just slowly take his hand axe.
5 minutes later, I feel like straight like a good 5 minutes, right? Like Indy was in his own little world.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. Yeah.
He's like, oh fuck, everybody's got their shit.
Yeah.
All right, and you sally forth into the ever-darkening heart of the forest. Can you make me one more investigation or survival check, please?
Best I could do was a +3. What you got? Tree Fitty.
I got a +3 on investigation.
You beat me. I got a 2 and a 1.
Cody's broken.
What you got over there,
I'm
Cody?
sorry, I can't help it. I'm just sitting here thinking of like fight breaking out and Indy just in the most serious tones going, "Armor, come on me!" I can't help it after he said that, man.
It does one of those Power Ranger transform, like fucking.
Yeah.
Cheers, Megazord!
Every time he gets
Hold
hit,
that.
there's sparks flying.
Yeah.
Right.
All of his movements
There's
are like he's
explosions.
jumping. Yeah.
Every time he gets hit, it just zooms in on his head that's full of like 5 different colored indies getting thrown around a room with sparks.
Yeah.
Who wants to make the roll? Who wants to do this roll?
Why don't you take this one, Vessel? I will assist.
Okay.
Vessel, take the wheel, take it from my hand.
Hey.
Father Cadoc will guide.
All right. So you walk for probably another hour. Probably an hour and a half. You're pushing between 4 and 5 hours now that you've been out in these woods.
This is deep.
Moving at the pace that you're moving to try and take in the details, and also move cautiously and stay alert to your surroundings. So following the gouges in the trunks, the trees begin to get closer and closer the deeper you go in. The knife-like protrusions on these trunks, larger and more dangerous looking. But that isn't the part that concerns you after about another hour and a half. The part that concerns you is that in a now extremely oppressive gloom from the overhead canopy, you are beginning to see silvery strands strung between these protrusions.
I knew I'm out. Father Cadoc leaves, turns around and walks out.
Cody's face is just everybody right now.
Yeah. You guys want to see me start a forest fire?
And
It's just-
these
it's just
silvery
me
threads are
internally
becoming thicker and thicker.
It's just me
Following
internally
this
sitting
trail.
here going, "You got one playbook, DM, and I should know, because I wrote that playbook. 'Cause I did this too."
I remember. I was there.
Yeah, I remember Volmar laying on his side, dying from spider venom.
I bet you. I'm sure it's just silkworms. It's just big silkworms.
Right.
Turns out to be the fucking bloodworms.
We're
from
gonna
fucking
find-
Kong.
We're gonna find all of these like deep gnomes just up in these trees, just wrapped up in like beautiful like silk negligees. It's just,
Yeah.
You're gonna peel back some brush, predator style. And there's just gonna be a cocooned fucking deep gnome
This is gonna be
there.
I
a
like-
gnome looking like Frodo Baggins.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
like,
like
oh, we
Frodo
found him. I think
Baggins.
we should leave too.
but it's like right, like he's dead, even though he's going, "I'm alive."
Yeah. Like, oh, I wish we could do something. Time to go.
Wait here, I'll be back. Just fucking
Yeah.
I ain't going back. Let's just report and get our gold and leave.
Well,
Now, that being said, it's not as if everything in your vicinity and in your path is webbed. There are places where the elevation of the webbing varies, so that there are pockets for you to move among through these trees.
Are there still gouges on the trees?
Oh yeah,
Are they anywhere
So-
near the spider webs or the silver strands, whatever they are?
they continue through.
But like, are they near them? Like, are they on the same like level? Like, there's not gouges down here
Oh,
at the trunk
like
of the
where
tree, and
where the web
and the
connects to a
webbing is
tree?
up here at the top. Like, are they on like the same plane almost?
They do kind of coincide with one another. Yes.
Uh,
I see what you're asking now. Yes.
Man, I think I know what these. I think these is just spiders.
I think I know what this is. Just everyone turns. No shit.
Hey, no doing what you fucking did to Tavon last time.
I
Can't
think
use that
these are
trick
spiders.
twice.
It's just like,
No, I don't think these are spiders. I think there's something worse than spiders. Can't remember what
Well,
they're called though, but we shall continue.
Hey, Vestal.
Yeah.
Hey, Andy.
Those look like spider webs to you?
Internet Explorer has joined the chat.
Yeah, but it might not be spiders, so just be aware. Maybe.
I'm
Possibly.
no expert on these sort of things, but perhaps we should try not to touch the webs while we move.
yeah,
I don't.
that's probably a good idea.
I don't do good in these types of situations. Step on
Oh,
that.
what, like, what's the
It's a
elevation
situation that he does
of, like,
do
the
good in.
lowest strand of, like,
Remember the mushrooms, bro?
Silver.
I remember those.
There are
Fucking
there are
mushrooms.
some that are at ground level.
damn.
Just one.
And I thought I'd get out of it.
Like I said, it's not as if there is a wall of web in front of you that you're going to have to, like, pass through to continue. It's just that it seems like at varying heights, webs have been spun through the trees, across and forward. So it's like it's just a winding, just amalgamation.
And they're pretty big webs, right? Like this
They're
isn't
pretty
like
big webs. These
yeah,
trees
this
are densely
isn't
packed,
some
so
just little orb weaver.
you can definitely make it through without disturbing the webs, you think, but it's going to have to be a very slow, carefully picked path.
I
So
suggest
your
we do
travel
so.
speed is going to slow considerably traversing this.
Nope, and just start running.
Just sprint through, yeah.
Are we going to continue on?
I think we should. I think we're on the right path.
I feel we have to at this point.
On a path. Right one.
Do we?
Right?
Keep your voice down, sir.
I'm sorry. Do we?
This is at least warrants investigation. At the very least.
I disagree.
Yeah.
Some spiders just watching us just go, I don't want to go, but we need to. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Just sit there.
Hey,
Yeah.
let me remind you when we picked the last time we
Like
picked on
fucking-
something really big.
We're gonna stumble into like 10 driders.
I got
Yeah.
kidnapped.
You are a very kidnappable size, though. That could
Isn't he,
happen
though?
anywhere.
You,
The
got
thing,
Sacrifice.
you made it.
Yeah.
the thing picked me up and flew away with me.
Well, it's
Yeah, he got
these
snatched.
are-
He got snatched and carried
Oh.
off like one of them rolls that gets
Oh.
flung at that steakhouse.
I know.
you.
What if these spiders have wings?
Then I'm gonna kill myself. To
We
be
have a
honest
lot.
with you.
Indy, if there are flying spiders, we have a lot more problems going on than
If
Yeah.
these
just
spiders
grabbing
have wings, I'm personally setting fire to the forest.
Yeah.
I've played this game before.
I'm going to
Yeah.
grab Vessel by his feet and turn him into a flamethrower. And we're going to set the forest on fire.
you.
Yeah.
If only I was level 5.
Well,
Right.
shall we do?
I guess so.
Yeah. Let us do.
All right.
Keep going.
So, here's what we're gonna do. Since an investigation check really isn't needed anymore at this point to continue on the path, instead, I would like you guys to make me group stealth check if you are trying to move as carefully as you can through
As
this webbing.
Cadoc and Shade just look at each other for a minute.
We used to have this little pixie, and she really
She really
She made a
rounded
good-
that curve for you.
yeah, she really helped us. She raised that seed to a B. It was real nice.
So
Oh,
are we all rolling stealth?
Yes, you will all be rolling stealth.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I think scale gives a
Oh,
disadvantage.
no.
I can't remember though. Yep, it
Oh,
does.
I'm sure it does.
Oh.
Splint does too. Most of them do.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm impressed.
You
did great.
get shit on, Cody.
Yeah.
I rolled
So-
Patty's bonus.
The fortunate thing is that the DC was set at 10.
That's
That is
That's not fortunate.
3 successes
oh wait, yeah. it
and
is.
1 failure. So,
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Yep.
so
We need your
as you begin picking your way, and I mean just like doing like the Mission Impossible underneath the laser grid kind of movements at times, just light hands on tree trunks and passing. As you go to put a hand on one of these trunks, Shade, from a small hollow in the trunk bursts out a giant centipede.
Yeah.
Like one of them big venomous motherfuckers, like rears up and out of it, and you Rah! Instinctively, and your
One of them
back
ones
begins.
from the Amazon.
Your back snags into the overhang of webbing behind you, but before you can make too much racket, you feel the hands of Father Cadoc on your back steadying you, kind of grabbing hold of the backs of your pauldrons and holding you steady and extricating you from the webbing before too much damage can be done.
Thank you, Father. Just nonchalantly gives that centipede the bird.
Yeah.
As it still kind of like clicks before kind of skittering away off into the underbrush.
And flips you
careful,
off with 10
Yeah,
of
it
its
flips you off with
legs.
its little, its
Yeah.
weird
That's one of the
fucking butt feelers.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones that'll make off with your big toe.
Yeah.
100%, man. Those things suck. I remember finding one of those when I was a Boy Scout. Shit terrified me. Anyway, so as you pick your way through these web-infested trees, you see it begins to get denser and denser until finally ahead of you, you see the amalgamation of the web as it is spun in a gigantic 10-foot funnel around what looks like the mouth of a cave.
It just keeps getting worse.
Really
I fucking hate
does,
this
like,
place.
It
Kevin, we
hasn't
came to
gotten-
have fun, man!
Yeah.
It has not gotten any better.
Our vessel's just
Father
standing
Cadoc-
there. Are
Yeah.
we
Father Cadoc just
Going in
sighs
there?
and
Right? Just,
yes. Unfortunately so.
Does it look like there's any like drag marks or anything going inside of the mouth of this cave?
100%.
That's a good point. Oh.
No.
100%.
If there were no
Yeah.
drag marks, I was gonna be like, man,
Be like,
this,
well, I think we're good.
this
Yeah.
might just be spiders.
Yeah.
Like drag marks, a boot.
Yeah.
There's
A
a partially
jawbone.
decomposed body of a deep no minor, like
Yeah. That one's a
tattered-
coincidence.
A tattered shirt that says it belongs to Gobstock Deep No Minorton. Please return. Like
Yeah.
6 voices from inside the
Property of the
cave
Murdered
going, "Hey, we're the
Minds."
miners, help us."
Yeah.
Property of the Murdoon Mines.
A pair of tidy whities with his name on them.
Yeah. Not so white after
Not
what he
as white as
Not
they
at
once
all.
were. Those, I know I said what I said in my sermon, but those are beyond redemption.
Yeah, very brown.
Hey,
very
look,
brown.
guys! I found some leather undies. That's cotton, and you need to put it down.
It's very well broken cotton.
Oh god. All right. Well, I guess Father Cadoc will raise his shield and quietly take point.
All right. Let's get some more suspenseful, less peaceful music going here.
We don't have to.
As we step into the cave, Shade will just mutter to himself, just Matron's wings shield us.
Indy's gonna
And
look
then-
at Shade
Oh, go ahead.
and just be like, "Can I ride on your shoulders?"
Now,
I think I'm going to need all of my maneuverability, he says as he touches the side of his head, and you hear boing as he activates his dark vision.
Wow. Yeah.
I too touch the side of my head, but nothing happens.
But it does not go.
Right, like I feel like poor Indy looks up as they walk into the shadows and like asks Shade that question. Shade looks down and he gets, because he's got dark vision, he sees the cat-like reflection in the solid black eyes, which looks creepy.
I assume it's dark as fuck in here.
You still have a bit of the light coming in
Okay.
from the gloom of the forest, but you can tell that it's not going to take long for the darkness of this place to swallow you.
I was in a scenario just like this one time. I know exactly what to do.
Don't you dare. Don't you
So-
fucking dare.
The first thing you notice as you step in to the cave is that it is heavily festooned with webbing. There is almost not a singular surface of this cave
Good
mouth
word,
that does
festooned.
not have webbing, and you can notice in some of the larger masses where it becomes more tangled, almost cobwebbish. There are mangled, desiccated husks, half cocooned. These don't look like they were made to be food. These look like these were trapped, imprisoned, and left to die as a warning to anything else that might come uninvited into this cave.
I'm gonna hide behind Shade.
And this particular cave mouth, so now you step into it, it opens up and it is...
horrifying.
It's about 80 feet wide. It is a very large chamber. And the span of it, you would say, is probably closer to 90 to 100 feet.
Shade. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe your people have can see better in the dark than most of us. Is that correct? You too, Vessel, yes?
Shade's just standing there looking into the darkness, looking at the mangled corpses that you guys might not be able to see, just like, yeah.
Sometimes
Now you
I,
whisper, yeah, we can.
sometimes I wish I couldn't. So I'm just staring into the cave.
Yeah.
Right, like, I feel like Vessel's like this close to one of them, just like,
Yeah.
It's just got that face going into it. It's like an Indiana
Right.
Jones.
Yeah,
fur.
yeah.
Just the,
Are there
Yeah,
any
straight up
gold
just-
teeth
Yeah.
in the mouth of this desiccated
It's like-
corpse
it's
I'm
like
looking
almost like-
into?
almost
Yeah.
like hands are clamping the jaws, pulling them apart. That
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Vessel's just,
Having dark vision isn't so bad.
This is 100% the set from a scrapped Indiana Jones film.
Yeah. No wonder it's such a dark place.
should be the arcs. Should be the arcs somewhere in here.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be a point quite soon, Shade, where I won't be able to see. I can make some light, but I'm a little afraid of what it's going to attract. So we have to be ready.
At which point, you do hear the faintest hint of warbling chittering
Just
sound.
hear some scuttling going on.
Oh, fuck. Shay just mutters to Father Cadoc, be ready with that light. It's gonna get ugly real soon.
And Cadoc... Go ahead.
Can I see if they see anything on the ceiling?
Let's see.
It's just
Go ahead and
Yeah.
give me a perception check, buddy.
Usually, the icky, crawly, creepy bug monsters in the darkness like to be on the ceiling. Because they're rude like that.
Yeah.
You
Dang.
You
look
can't even
up,
see the
and
ceiling.
the muted grays and whites of your vision, it all just kind of seems to blend together with the webbing and the hue of the stone, and you're not able to discern any kind of movement.
Damn, batteries are going low.
Yeah. Well, if he doesn't
Brother
see
left these
anything...
on again.
Yeah. Father Cadoc, with his shield raised in a ready guard and his quarterstaff sort of held like at the halfway point over one shoulder, ready to thwack, reach out with it, will quietly advance forward.
All right.
It's just right beside him. Just
So we're going to make 2 rolls for this, Father, since you are moving forward without particularly being able to see.
Indeed.
The first roll we're going to make is a general dexterity check to see how tuned in you are to the ground beneath your feet to attempt to feel out and avoid webbing when you feel it beginning.
Okay. So just straight dex.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Hey, not bad. In fact, you rolled well enough that we negated the second roll entirely.
Hot damn.
So now everyone else who is moving blindly across the floor, I'll need the same thing.
I have faith.
a dex.
Okay.
That was a save.
He said faith. That's 75% faith in the party. We're doing pretty good.
Woof. Woof.
The delay. The delay. I was like watching the realization dawn on your face, bro.
Shade, as the one who can see, you watch as deftly,
It's these damn hooves, bro.
as deftly Father Cadoc and Indy begin feeling and making their way around the majority of these webs to the point you don't have to really worry. You're like, man, that's great. I bet Shade doesn't, or I bet Vessel isn't. And you turn and look, and Vessel has just stepped.
I'm just like mangled in some webs.
He has stepped mid-shin deep into a tangle of webbing and is violently, in like a panic, trying to wrench his leg out of them. Vessel, I need you to roll me a d4, please.
Which
Gonna
limb
die, bro.
gets ripped off?
yeah, like you're gonna die.
So
That's your left leg.
Yeah.
So, as you violently sit and wrench your leg,
I'm
and
dead.
finally wrench it
I'm
free, Shade, you hear that warbling, chittering sound again, but it is now much closer. As you look up again, and now you see the three large scuttling masses move across the ceiling and then begin to descend as the forms
Do
Like
do I see these
Four
two?
light- or as three
What? Yeah. I will as soon as I'm
Three
able.
giant wolf spiders descend from the ceiling of this.
I hate this place. I hate this place. I hate this place.
Spiders had good web.
If I have to wait until initiative, that's fine. If I have any opportunity to cast light on my staff and slam it into the ground, I will.
It's like Kevin said, you know what? Patty's gonna play with us. Let me go to the small list of Patty-based fears.
You know, this was actually all decided before Cassie left, and I had the same thought of like, Cassie's gonna fucking hate me.
Well, I'm glad I could fill the role in all ways. Ugh.
There's that corpse I was looking at.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Gross.
That's one of the miners. That's one of the miners. That's that dude with Jawbo got ripped off.
That one looks like a sweet pea.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll say that Father Cadoc was probably around here. Shade would have probably been
I
right
was
up
back at the
here.
tavern.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
And he was
Thank
up
you,
there
Rob.
too. And Vessel, we're gonna have you right there in the webs, buddy. And this guy is actually probably closer there, investigating what it sensed. And now we get to use the battle playlist.
Why you say that?
Shit.
Do I see these spiders coming to me?
If you guys would please click your tokens and roll initiative for me, please.
Ooh.
Why?
Yeah, I think this could be
It
solved.
just
pretty
fucking
easy.
thundered here, dude. As soon as you said roll initiative, just shit you not.
Oh man.
Thunder was a paid actor.
Yeah.
You just hear heavy metal guitars in the distance,
Make
Bronson.
sure I got fucking. I'm about to change
Oh
that heavy
my
metal
God.
guitar to some fucking Freebird here in a minute.
Yeah.
I have a slight plan to get me through this first round.
Uh,
I don't like that square. That's a big fucking square.
it's a nice square.
Whose square is that?
It's the
That's
spider.
My square.
Indy's square.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the spider. I was like, damn.
Man, y'all suck at initiative.
And
I just in
I don't wanna
general
talk
don't
about it.
usually roll well.
yike.
All right, so we're
ellipses.
just gonna do
Oh.
the spiders as a block for the
hold on, how
sake
do I get
of
rid of
ease
this?
here.
All right.
It's a block of spiders. Oh god, it's almost bad as a brick.
No.
I assure you, things get much worse. All right. Top of combat actually brings us to Vessel. So you are still in the webs, which is considered difficult terrain, so your movement is halved.
That's okay. I can see these fucking spiders, right?
You can see the... About to say, do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Then yes, you can see them.
Cool. Since I'm kind of stuck, I'm going to cast Mirror Image. And, have some duplicates so I can get
Okay.
unstuck. Some distractions.
Solid plan. One of Volmar's old favorites. All right. So how does it look when you cast mirror image on yourself?
I'm just gonna kind of hold my staff in front of me, and then on the stick of the staff, like some red liquid is gonna three little balls are gonna shoot out and kind of surround me, and then they'll slowly turn into me.
Fucking dope.
Cool.
Fucking
Just
dope.
4 anxious tieflings.
Yeah.
All right. Any movement or bonus action you want to take?
I would like to move
Okay.
if I can.
So I'll say you have 15 feet of movement since your movement is halved.
I like that spot right there. That's a good spot. Going to move. Oh, okay. Right there.
Okay.
Can I get some tokens for my mirror images, or do they just stay around me? I've never used this spell.
They just stay around you.
Okay, cool.
They basically occupy your space with you.
That's cool. All right. That will be my turn, I think.
All right.
Can't do anything else.
It is this spider's turn. Make sure.
Oh my god, all of the spiders are going right after each other.
Yep. What's the worst that could happen?
This one is going to just dead squitter sprint at you.
He said squitter sprint.
And Shade, it is going to
Nuh-uh.
try to bite you.
That's
Gonna nibble you.
rude.
I'm pretty sure a 10 does not do it.
Just barely misses.
Shame that. So as it rears up, these gigantic, glistening, saber-like fangs flashing towards you, you bring the flat of your blade and catch and press it against them as you can feel the venom like leaking out of the tips, like
Ew.
dripping down the blade before you shove it off.
Gross.
As it chitters angrily at you. It is the spider's turn, and he sees a tasty wizard.
He sees
And it
4
is going
tasty
to-
wizards.
It is going to attempt to bite you, Vessel. That is a 5. My dice are fucking shit tonight.
I'm ready to eat the nat 20.
So
I can feel it
before
coming.
this one can even rear up, you're already tense and like borderline in a panic attack, and you just lash out with your staff and beat it about the head until it quits striking at you.
Get away, get away, get away, get away.
You Rafiki the shit out of this thing.
No. Just see like me and my mirror images just bashing it with the fucking...
Yeah.
It looks like this thing's getting a gang beat down.
The other 3 can't even do anything. They're just helping.
Yeah.
They're just their moral support.
Yeah.
This one, seeing what it perceives to be a small and therefore easy target, is going to attempt to attack you, Indy. What the fuck? It's another 5!
I'm telling
No.
you, man, it's coming. I can feel it.
Okay. So this thing tries to bite at you, and you just feel the fangs like scrape across the surface of your armor, just leaving that snail trail of venom as they go.
Icky, as they say in
And
the
it is Indy's
temples
turn.
of Pelor.
Jesus. Are you winning, son?
I cast Fairy Fire.
Hey! Okay, that's a dex check, right?
Yep. And
Save, I
every
should say.
spider is lit up with. We'll go with green.
Okay. Well, dexterity is not one of its checks, so let's see. A 10, an 18, and a 13.
10 fails.
10 fails. Okay. So. And it was what color?
Green.
Blam! That one is very fired.
Good news, it's the one that's closest to you.
And that is my turn.
All right. Shade, you're up. I like that the music changed specifically for you.
Yeah.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would... I guess... I guess I'm just going to attack the one in front of me. I am gonna just... No, I guess I'll just stay where I'm at because I'm just going to attack the thing, so
Go for it.
no
man.
point in moving at the moment. But I would like to grip thine sword with 2 hands and swing it at bitch.
Hell yeah, brother. That just
13
hits.
hit. Nice.
That's my preferred method of hitting.
10 damage. I'm not gonna do anything special on it. Just the attack.
As this thing continues to kind of threat posture at you, you lash out and actually take off the 2 pedipalp type limbs, as well as cut deeply across its face as it screams and gushes this thick greenish brown ichor. It is like twitching, but still barely standing.
Damn. And for my bonus
I
action,
mean,
I kick it in the
barely
shin.
Yeah.
I mean, barely standing. God damn.
Yeah, that's the they say, well, that's what I got. That's what I'm gonna do this time. I'm gonna just stand there and be like, what you gonna do, bitch? That's it.
All right, Father Cadoc.
It's me.
Resident
Main character,
priest
of
can
course.
do.
All right. Can I see first of all right now?
I would say that with the illumination of the fairy fire,
Oh,
you
that's
would know
right.
where this one is, and you would have roundabout ideas of where these are because of the flash of light that probably briefly illuminated them for you.
Got it. Okay. Let's see here. 10, okay, so what I'm going to do is Cadoc is going to sort of dance around these to get here, so that I can have an opportunity to bonk both of them if I so need. No. Yeah, we're gonna. It's the one that Shade's fighting that is most hurt, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It is the only
I'm
one that has taken damage so far.
got it. I'm going to just drop my quarterstaff right here. I'll come get it later. I'm going to draw.
Touch it.
Yeah, nobody fucking touch it. I'm going to draw my arming sword and in that same motion just lash out at the one fighting Shade. Try to kill it.
Okay. You know what? I'll say there's just enough light for you to make it out.
Oh, I thought they were all in fairy fire. Okay, never mind.
No, this is the only one, but since it's within 10 feet of this one, I'll say that the light cast by the fairy fire around this one at least lets you be able to see to strike at this one.
Okay.
You just kind of have a roundabout idea where this one is.
Got it. Yeah, I don't need anything specific. I'm just going for the gross sound and shape over there. Hup!
And it
see
is
shit,
a
though.
gross sound after what
Yeah.
Shay did to it. Unfortunately, a 7 misses.
Very good.
So you do strike out for the sound, but in its disgusting thrashing, you just miss it by inches.
Disappointing. Right, that is my turn.
And that brings us back to Vessel.
Cool. So,
You are currently whacking a spider with a stick.
me and my fucking mirror images.
Yeah.
So if I were to turn and break, I know I'm going to get opportunity attacked, but even if it hits me, do I still get to potentially one of my mirror images take that hit?
Yeah, if the attack is directed at you and an attack roll is required, then your mirror images will come into play on that.
To move, run away, right there. I think that was less than 30. Yes,
It
sir.
is going to attempt to bite as you flee. And that is only a 10. So I believe it hits one of your mirror images.
My mirror images must roll 6 or higher. Duplicates AC equals 10 plus my dexterity, so they got AC of 11.
Let's see if you have 3 duplicates. Oh, roll a d20 for me.
Oh, okay. 1d20.
Okay, so you have to roll a 6 or higher when you have 3 duplicates to change the attack's target to a duplicate. So,
My AC is 11, though.
your AC is 11, so it does still miss you.
Cool, I'm gonna run over here, fucking slide, turn around, and I'm going to shoot this dude with a firebolt.
Hell yeah, brother.
My little firebolt button. There it is.
That is unfortunately a miss.
Not like it did a lot anyway. I'm away from the spider
Now,
now, so I'm happy.
Thankfully, you did not miss by a degree of 5. Otherwise, there may have been some flaming web to deal with.
Oh.
Bear in mind. But that does miss, and it does manage to hit one of the bare patches of the cave wall. One of the very few bare patches of the cave wall.
Not a fan of this fight. I turned my card in defense position face down and in my turn.
Yeah.
I play vessel in defense mode.
Right. This
Yeah.
one is like on its last leg, gonna just feebly lunge at you, Shade. And I'm sure 12 doesn't hit either.
I just kick it in its jaw.
Quit it.
Stop, you're already dead.
You just punch it in the face really quick just to back it up.
This one, you fled, is going to skitter over behind Shade.
Rude.
Skit.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, it just hits.
So I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
No. Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
All right. Let's see. God, that's a lot more to read than I thought I would have. Okay, cool. So that doesn't apply. Woof. Okay. So you take 2 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and as you feel the pain from that, you're like, okay, not as bad as it could. And there's like this bloom of heat that immediately begins spreading through your body as you take 11 points of poison damage.
Ooh.
Oof.
Too bad we don't have a healer in this party.
That's not good. Ow. That hurt a little bit.
But that is that spider's turn. It is now this spider's turn. And it's going to go after Father Cadoc. But natural 1? Are you fucking kidding me? Patty, just roll a d20 for me, Patty.
A D20? I know how to do that.
Go ahead and roll a weapon attack.
Yes.
Like a weapon damage attack.
Got it. Just the damage roll?
Just the damage roll.
Eh.
So as this thing lashes out, it does so in such poor form that is almost like limitless. The scene slows down. You watch the fangs extending, and with a contemptuous flick of your wrist, you cut it across the face as it screeches and skitters back, surprised.
Excellent.
That's
Excellent.
fucking incredible. Indy, it is your turn.
I'm going to look at the fairy fire spider. I'm gonna grab one of his legs and cast Shocking Grasp.
That's rude.
Make a melee spell attack.
Oh
Jesus Christ.
shit!
Jesus.
This thing's about to.
that thing-
This thing's about to explode.
Y'all are about to
Yeah.
eat this motherfucker.
When that thing scuttled over here in the dark, did it like go under a ladder and break a mirror? It is
Yeah.
shit on, dude.
This dude's getting shit on.
Uh,
Go ahead and roll your damage for me. So another 6 lightning damage. Indy, how would you like your lightning to dispatch this spider?
I want my lightning to shoot up its leg, go to its head, and just pop all his eyes out.
So exactly that happens as you see it kind of like nervously stamping its legs in place as it surveys Father Cadoc, still in surprise from being wounded during its own attack. You just kind of reach out, with your fingertips, kind of find one of the joints where the chitin bits give away to a little bit of the softer bits, and you just let loose this electrical torrent. And there's a horrendous screech as the body seizes up, and then disgusting popping sounds as just smoke and ichor and just general viscera just are now smoking and bubbling from the superheated eye holes of its carapace as it drops dead.
Neat.
Even in death, it is gross.
Yeah.
I didn't think they could die messier than they lived.
Yeah.
Anything else on your turn, Indy?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Shade, it is your go. You took poison damage. You are not poisoned, so you're not at disadvantage for anything.
Okay, cool. I would like to, I guess, just attack the one that I've already damaged. Try to attack it again to finish
Go
it
for it,
off.
man.
Once again, with Dos Handos on the sword. That's probably a miss.
Just misses.
Ah. Well, that's me. Gotta love level 3 fighters, basically.
You do be that way. You do be that way.
Father Cadoc.
Well, sort of like raising his sword hand to try to not get any gross juice in his eyes. And stepping away from the juice explosion, I will take a step over here and try to kill this fucking thing
Hell yeah, brother.
with my sword. You see.
With the pointy end.
Yeah. Are we doing diametrically opposed advantage?
Yes,
that
we
whole.
are.
Excellent. Hey.
That'll hit.
All right.
And seeing as it has 1 hit point left, how would you like to finish it off?
Basically, as Cadoc goes by behind it, he's just gonna do like a quick, like 2 deep slashes into its ass, essentially.
Hell
and just
yeah.
like step away. Like just keep moving, actually. So I'll just
Cut
go
that
like.
ass to ribbons.
So we'll go like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I do diagonals in this? I can't remember. Can I 30?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Do
I
that
love
just
that.
without like just slash as I'm moving and get around behind the other one.
Very nice. This thing dies noisily and messily.
Gross. I still hate this place.
Right, it's still gross.
Yeah.
I wish he had set it on fire.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Father?
Oh, nope, that's me.
Father.
All right, Vessel. You're up.
I was not wanting to do this because I kind of want to fucking save my spell slots, but I will cast a magic missile at the
My God.
first level at this other spider.
Okay. So go ahead and make me
Yeah.
three attack, or no, never mind. It's magic missile. I was thinking of scorching ray. So yeah, go ahead and roll your damage for your 3 darts.
Copy that. All right. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. It's not a lot of damage.
8
Yeah, it's
points of damage. So
Sea Vessel kind of point his staff towards Shade's open wound, and then just going to make 3 needle-like blood objects shoot out of it into the spider behind him.
Neat.
That's my blood, asshole.
you don't need it. You can make more.
Yeah.
It was leaking anyway.
Some of us don't have that luxury of making blood.
Stingy.
I'm just gonna.
So
I'm gonna
they
move
rock it out,
right
they
there.
Slam into this creature, creating extra disgusting wounds, but it is extremely hurt, but still standing.
I had my turn. That's all I got.
All right,
I think.
I did. That guy did. So it did got turn, and he gonna turn and attack Father Cadoc.
I'd rather he didn't.
Does a 16 hit Father?
Nope.
So you kind of give him the old shield boop. He's a little
Yeah.
sluggish now, so you just kind of bap.
Just boop the snoot.
Yeah, you boop the snoot. And now your snoot booper has disgusting green and brown ichor all over it.
Well, I'm gonna have to burn this one.
Like to the shield.
Yeah.
Indy, it is your turn.
I am going to puff my chest out
Oh lord.
and shoot a lightning launcher from the center of my chest plate at the spitter.
So the rest of you from behind you hear that like night vision spinning up sound
Yeah.
before there is just a concussive boom as you watch a bright blue bolt of energy shoot from Indy's chest. So go ahead and make an attack roll for me, Indy.
All right, Iron Man.
Damn repulsor chest beam.
Yeah.
That is
I did not hit
unfortunately
that
a miss. Now,
Just takes
my
Father
question.
Cadoc at the knees.
Yeah.
Here's my question to you, Indy. Does it specify anywhere that your lightning bolts from your launcher
Uh-oh.
catch things on fire?
No, it does not.
Okay, you got lucky.
Trust me, I read before. As soon as you said you're lucky,
He was
Vessel, I
just,
went, "Oh."
okay, but I'm not happy.
Yeah.
I was really hoping to pull victory from the jaws of defeat there. All right.
This thing
Is that
has
at
to
the end of your
survive
turn, Indy?
3 rounds against
That
us.
is the end of my turn.
Shade, it is your go.
You have advantage.
Bravo.
You do have advantage.
So you should be able to hit this one.
Why
I'm
would
gonna
you say that?
try.
Why would you put that out there and throw that flag?
I really hope that you fucking hit him because I'm gonna feel bad if you don't.
Do
now.
my best, but I'm nervous.
Snake eyes. Here we go. Double ones.
How would you like to finish
Hold
this
on.
creature, Shade?
Let me roll the damage. We don't know.
That thing's
Yeah,
dead.
we do. I'm gonna let you know that you killed this thing by 3 factors higher than what you needed. So how do you do it?
Just gonna, as it's like gnashing its fangs at Father Cadoc and like he like bashes it, I'm just gonna like basically like toss my sword, turn the grip, turn and just wham! Just stab it in the spinal cord where it would have one.
I was gonna say.
I go for its central nervous system. I go for its central nervous system at least.
Like immediately does that gross spider thing with the added horror of it screaming audibly as the legs like twitch and curl up underneath it.
As it does that, I just give it that little twist to shut it up.
And it goes still, except for one leg that's still kind of. And we are out of combat.
I hate.
Well, strap in, fella.
Yeah. Cadoc is going to like flick the bug juice off of his sword and walk over to grab my quarterstaff.
Yeah, the adrenaline starts coming down. Kind of the quiet gloom of the chamber reigns again. You listen, all of you tense, straining your ears, but you don't hear anything else on its way. Just yet.
Just yet.
Yeah.
DM, is there any room left in my poison jar?
You're what?
You're just gonna mix poisons now?
It's gonna be
You're
double,
what?
double potent, bro.
Little does he
One
know
poison
that's-
won't get him, another one will.
Little
He's
does
like,
he know that whatever
"Listen."
poison he has in spider venom makes chlorine gas.
Oh no!
Oh no, we're in a cave!
He's just sitting there shaking. He's like, "There's manticore venom in here. There's spider venom in here. Hell, there's some shit in here I don't even know about." But
My bad.
I'm gonna dip your
I don't-
ball sack in it.
I don't have venom. I have acid.
Fucking mix them.
The new designer drug.
Fucking a poisonous
is there-
acidic jar. You just throw it at something, takes poison and acid damage.
Yeah.
Some poor,
It's just
just
the
unsuspecting
acid
bystander.
opens wounds, then the poison leaks in through the open wounds.
Yeah.
Then it would really be Indiana Jones because that person would melt like they saw the Ark.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, that says flammable hooch.
Why do I always end up with at
Do
least
not
one
bust out that
with at
hooch.
least one party member who inevitably
I know, I
collects
was just
various
thinking the
liquids
same
in
thing.
jars?
Right?
I was like, I've
It's-
seen this before.
Why is this a common trait?
Well, he's trying to
Why
make
does
that
so-
that one weapon. That's why he's
God,
getting
why
the
do
shit.
so many D&D characters do this, and why has it twice now for me been halflings?
Make a weapon.
I'll never forget the Manticore ball sack coin pouch.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh.
That was something special, it was.
He
How
was
big
so
are the
proud
fangs
of
on
it.
these things?
How big are the fangs?
Yeah.
Like a foot to a foot and a half long, bro.
Can I take 6-inch of fang?
Shay just like putting a hand up to his wounded like puncture mark just goes large.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I'll deal with that in a second.
That is a big boo-boo.
Can I cut off 6 inches of fang?
You can certainly try. Make me a nature check. Actually, make a survival check. Sorry.
How long does mirror image last?
How many?
Because I didn't put
How
a
long does it
duration.
say?
I didn't put a duration on the spell if there is a dirt.
I'll look real quick. I have that up. Cody,
I
how
think
many?
it's like 10 minutes.
How many HP are you down?
How many boo boo ouchies do I have?
Yeah.
I have 13 boo boo ouchies.
13 boo ouchies. Okay, 1 minute, Collins. I mean, Bronson.
You swine.
They look the same. Look at their pictures. Look at their squares down there. Bronson's video looks exactly like Collins' picture.
Right.
13 says ye.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. All right.
What you doing there, Kevin? What you got there? What you got in your
Yeah,
mouth?
what's that there, Colin? What's going
What is that, huh?
little math pen out there?
You-
Doing a little math there, Calvin? Little GM math?
Are you weeding right now?
Weeding.
I've
Yeah.
injected so many marijuanas this session.
Wow.
Smoked so many weed rocks.
I've got so many stones right now.
Damn. That's a lot of stones. Speaking of a man with a lot of stones, Cadoc is gonna walk back over to Shade.
I don't like that segue.
Do they just drag the ground
They
like
do, yeah. No.
leaves furrows?
He did look really
very
cat-like in that
difficult.
fight.
Can't believe I
That's
didn't
why he has
notice
to
that
wear a
before.
floor-length frock.
Yeah.
You should get a bonus attack when he like turns around as they come around the backside. Whack!
And it always hits unless they take the dodge action.
Yeah.
DM, do I get my 6 inches of fang?
You do. Sorry.
Hell
Why
yeah,
do
you
you
do.
say things the way you say things?
Do I get right after we're talking
Damn it,
about
Colin.
balls? He's just like, do I get my 6 inches? Like,
I want my armor to come
Yeah,
on
what
me.
about
I
them
want 6
6
inches of fang.
Can I look at it and see if it's hollow?
It does have a hollow duct.
he gonna stick his dick in there.
Bored out,
Yeah.
one would say.
More blown out now.
R.I.P. my boy Trevin.
As you're getting R.I.P. Trevin. As you're doing that, one of my mirror images is just looking around. He's like, "Where in the hell?" Turns to another vessel. Are we? And then that one is just going to be like, "I don't know. I'm one of you." And then they both looked at another mirror image, and he just shoulders. And then they look at, they don't know is the real vessel, and he also shoulders. And then they look at the last remaining mirror image, and then the two of them, two mirrors, go to hit him, and it just passes through, and then all three of them look back at me.
Hey, Kevin.
This whole thing, like, Shade is just
Yeah.
like
Just-
Naruto,
Just
Naruto fucking arguing with his shadow
Just
clones.
ghost hitting. Why? What is this hell?
who would bring us here?
What is it,
Yeah.
Colin?
Fairy fire doesn't go away when the creature dies, right? So there's still a 10-foot dim light.
That's twice now he's asked questions.
Yeah.
That's a good one though. I don't know.
We're almost done. Okay.
It is concentration up to a minute. So it would be fading probably pretty soon.
Before the
I like
mirror
this
image
track.
fades, I'd like to think that like
1 minute.
Shade
That's
just
how long
picks up
mirror
a,
image lasts.
yeah. Before
So
it
just-
fades, I like to think Shade picked up a single pebble and just fucking tossed it through one of the vessels.
Yeah.
They're just like hitting me as they're slowly fading out.
You go to like
you bring us here?
you go to like swing your sword at one of the mirror images and realize it's not a mirror image.
Kill vessel.
So
Whoops.
Shield.
those of you with dark vision, looking around this space, none of the husks in the webbing are small. They are all medium-sized humanoids.
We're looking for deep
And
gnomes, right?
looking,
Yeah.
yeah, you're looking for deep gnomes. And looking towards the back, you see that there is another passageway leading deeper into these caves. And as Cody has been yawning for the past hour and a half, and Collins has an extremely busy day ahead of him tomorrow, I think before we delve further into this, we'll go ahead and call it tonight, and we'll pick this up in 2 weeks.
I really appreciate it.
Or in 4
Yeah, no
months.
worries, man.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we'll see.
I'd be waking up at 6 in the
man.
morning.
You've also been doing that McAllister refresh this week, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, what's great is my son, bless him, loves to come in at like 1 to 3 in the morning and ask to go potty. He's more than
Wow.
capable of going by himself. I've seen him do it, but he wants that moral support.
Maybe he'll.
One time he wanted to hold my hand, and I was like, no.
All right, I will catch you guys later.
Maybe he'll just be
Later,
so
later, buddy.
excited by
Have a good mood.
peeing standing
Let us
up.
know
He'll
when-
just do it by himself.
Dude, he refuses to sit down now. He figured out he was just tall enough. And what's funny is, I had just got done using the bathroom, and he went to use the bathroom, and I was grabbing his chair, and he was standing there. No pants on, obviously. He didn't need them. He didn't need those getting in his way. But he just looked at the height, and he kind of looked at himself, and he went, I want to try this, basically. And I was like, go for it. And he did it, and he did it right, and he was like, and internally he said, I'm never doing it the other way again. He tried to poop without his potty chair, and I was like, your butt is too little. You will fall. He was like, nah, I'm good. I got this. Like, I'm a big
Man.
dude.
So excited we got to play D&D with Patty again, man.
Wow, I know. I can't
It's been
remember
so long.
when I fucking did that last.
Yeah, the
honestly.
last time we played together was my campaign,
Yeah.
like 2 years ago.
Damn. I know we all look like noticeably older. It's weird.
I've only gotten uglier with age.
Rava. I'm starting to get a little bit of gray, you guys. My temple, just like a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
hairs, but yeah.
I'm looking great. I'm in my glow up. But
That's your distinguished professor vibe coming in, Patty.
Yeah.
what's great about my hair is it's light enough that I probably won't notice the gray. I
Yeah.
probably will just wake up one day and it just be white.
Or gone.
Yeah. Oh man. I hope not.
It's like one of my biggest
I-
fears is
You want
going
to end up
bald.
like me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's,
Patty.
You know,
Here, you haven't seen me in a while.
Oh
Oh my god, Kevin!
Bald! Bald!
Bald!
put that away.
Luckily, I'm tall enough that people just see the front. They don't like see over it. So
You're
like 9
scaring
times
the
out of 10,
children.
9 times out of 10, I'll be talking to somebody and I'll make a self-deprecating joke about it, and I'll lean forward and be like, "Oh my god!" And I'll be like, "I know you never saw it before, did you?"
Like just pulling the curtain back.
I thought you had-
Gaze into the mirror.
I thought you had a
Yeah.
receding hairline. not
We're not mutually exclusive.
not
Bronson.
that fucking I thought
No,
you
it's
just
showing
had the
here
receding
and here.
hairline, bro. I didn't know you had a fucking bald spot.
Oh, it's an attack on 2 fronts, baby.
Holy shit.
Oh,
I was
Hey,
not ready for that.
Don't. I haven't seen it in a while, but back when we were at PAX, I was walking behind him, and I was walking behind. Me and Jonathan were walking behind him, and we've known Kevin for a long time. And Jonathan, he shaves his head. He's
Jonathan
poor
is
guy.
also considerably taller than me.
Poor
Yeah.
guy's shaved his head since he was like 22, man. His hairline left him. He starts back here, right? Shaves his head. We're walking behind Kevin, right? And we're like looking and everything. And Kevin's got his hair, you know, he had a similar hairstyle to mine, right? Like the kind of brushed over. Well, the wind caught it. Just right. The wind caught his hair just right, and it went flutter. It went flutter, and like me and Jonathan went, I think Kevin's going bald in the back.
There's no
We were
thinking
like,
about
"Hey,
it
guys."
now.
It just
That's one of the
looked
reasons I stopped doing that with my hair, man. Stiff breeze catches it. There's no dignity left.
it looked a little thin, and we were just like, well, you know, we are all getting older.
Yeah. Yeah, too bad. I used to own a webcam. I don't know where it went.
That's
So.
that's why I started doing my hair shorter now, is because I told my aunt about it, and she was just like, "Yeah, I haven't known how to say anything, but
You're bald. You're going bald, bro.
You really don't want to be that guy. Like,
Well, you know, if you've met his dad has a horseshoe, and if you've met his brother shaves his head. So it's like
You're gonna have to ask Scotty what he does for his head soon.
I'm like the weird in between point where I have more hair than both of them, but still less than I'd like.
Yeah.
I have more hair than both of them, but less than a normal person.
Exactly. I'm about 35% of a person in terms of the hair on my head.
At least you can grow a beard, At least you can grow a beard, Bronson. Like if I go bald, I'm gonna have to start wearing hats, bro, because like I can't grow a beard. Like I'm just gonna look like an egg. It's not gonna look good.
I'm happy I'm growing my hair back out.
My main qualm with going completely bald, and it's the only reason that I dread it. Otherwise, I'm perfectly fine with it. It's just the fact that I have psoriasis covering the back half of my head, man. I'm gonna look like Deadpool from the back.
Just do the horseshoe, man. Just do the horseshoe, wear a hat, man, and just like reveal it to someone.
Top of the morning to you. Just,
top of the morning, you got like a sticky note that says hello. That's you do.
Yeah. My quality guy.
I'll just have someone like draw a fucking face in the back like Lord Voldemort.
Yeah. My quality guy, Mark, he did that to me when I worked at Spirit. I knew Mark for 2 years before he took his hat off, and I realized that MFer was bald on top.
I've never seen Kevin without a hat, and if I have, it's just always like from the front. When he did that shit,
wow. And like, the thing is like obviously like I've seen
the wizard pulled back the curtain.
I've known him like half our lives, and like I've seen him multiple times. But that's why like whenever we started playing D&D, I was like, "We got the hat on, man."
I know why.
Yeah.
That is why I've become more of a hat person.
I thought Kevin was just a hat guy.
Because here's the reason. I picked it up in California, and the reason being is because
the baldness,
skin cancer.
The sun don't feel fucking good on your bare scalp, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, my hair is receded a little bit.
I gave my dad so much shit for it when I was younger, and he told me the same thing. He'd just look at me matter of factly, go like, "Sun don't feel good on your bare scalp, man." Put his hat on, and now I'm just like,
listen. No disrespect. Like I said, if I went bald, hats all the way, like 100%. I'd have a wall of hats.
The second I start showing a sign of balding, I'm cutting off and shaving all my head.
And for you, it's going to be a prolonged.
Beanies.
I can already tell you, Bronson, if it takes the normal pattern of attacking the front first, you have more time than most of us because you got that nice widow's peak that's going to run interference for the rest of your head.
That's the thing is, if my hairline is receding, I have no idea because I got a widow's peak. But my brother and my dad, like they both started going bald in their early 20s, and I'm almost 30.
Unless it just leaves that peak and it just eats those swoops.
I just start getting like a more Vegeta-like haircut.
Yeah,
like he gets on here and he
gonna look 3 miles long with that thing. Just
I got the beard. I got big ears, but I got a beard, so my face will be okay.
We'll know because he'll get on here one day. He'll just be like, "Are we ready to play D&D now?"
Nappa.
Yeah, dude. Mine is definitely from when I was 20. Like here has gone back a little bit because I've got a scar right here, right? And this scar, back when I was like 10 when I got it, this scar was like right at my hairline, but now it's like my hairline throughout. Like I still have some hairs here, but it's kind of it's a bit thinner, but like, yeah, no, I've definitely lost some. I'll probably be...
No, your forehead just grew.
I mean, possible, honestly, but it's probably receded a little bit, but it's still there, so I'm happy about it.
I
can't grow a beard, man. If I could grow a beard, I wouldn't be as attached to it, but I can't put something down here.
You need some Rogaine,
bro. You can't even grow a beard right.
Can't have everything, man. I look too handsome.
Yeah.
End up looking like Patty's picture.
Huh?
I would love to look like Josh Duhamel or Duhamel or whatever his name is.
It looks like a cross between him and Matt LeBlanc from Friends.
Not current Matt LeBlanc. Current Matt LeBlanc looks like he owns an Italian restaurant.
He looks like he's made out of old Italian shoe leather.
Wow.
But hope you enjoyed, Patty. Thanks for popping in for this, man.
Yeah, it was a gay old time.
So you said you were available for like 2 to 3 sessions if needed, right?
Should be, yeah.
Awesome.
It's just, yeah. I should be able to do a solid story arc. When's the
Well-
next session?
Next session would be on the 17th if everyone's available. We play every other week.
Okay.
Collins is literally starting tomorrow, moving from North Carolina to Arkansas. So
Oh my
So
god.
we're gonna give him a couple weeks.
Yeah.
we're gonna give him some time. I told him, I
Yeah.
said, "Hey man, that's great. You're almost within hitting distance."
Yeah.
Though I say
You're
that I joke
one
because technically
really
Patty's
angry
within
car
hitting
drive
distance
away.
too.
Yeah.
Our states
Motherfucker.
touch each other.
Yeah,
It's
since
a
our
long-
states
it's a-
are fucking huge.
Next
It's a
one
long,
would be,
expensive
next one would be the
drive to go
17th.
see you.
It's like, yeah, it's like, I think it's like 11 hours. It's either 9 or 11 hours. It's something ridiculous.
Oh my god, where you
Yeah.
live?
Denver.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He lives in Denver, Colorado.
The session after the next one will be the session that kicks off my vacation.